Good morning, everybody. It's Yankee Wally here. It's 3:30 in the morning, and I've decided, well, I can only do a 15-minute video maximum for YouTube. It's a secret channel. I'm only putting the link up onto Patreon. I don't like to have it this way, but it's not because I want the money. It's because I need to try and keep the channel. I've lost 10 channels now, and it's 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 destroying me quietly. I've lost a lot of confidence in myself, and I just feel as though, I hate the feeling when you're not getting proper justice. And I know I'm not, because I've never done anything wrong. I've never had any copyright strikes, and I had all my videos manually reviewed because there were so many complaints from the Sussex squad. They do a mass report, and the only way we can overcome this is to go above their heads. There's the CEO. Let me just show you this. I'm on my phone at the moment because CEO of YouTube, Neil Mohan, Indian fella. His father came over to America when he was a child or before he was born with $25 in his pocket. Now, if that's a true story, then he's my type of bloke. He's obviously knows what it's like to be short of money. I like those type of people far better than those people that are so rich they think they own everything. So, Neil Mohan, he's an American, and he's from Lafayette. And Susan, Polish name, she's gone. So YouTube is based in San Francisco. The CEO is Neil Mohan. If any of you are any good at writing letters, and I know I shouldn't be asking you to do this for me, but I have been looking at, it says, I've been reading all sorts of queries about YouTube channels, and although I haven't done anything wrong, I won't be able to get a hearing until I can get above the cheats that are pushing the button, somebody that works in Google or YouTube that is on Twitter and in the Sussex squad. I know that much is true. And I want to tell Neil Mohan that he needs to look at the backhandedness and then the bad things that are happening at the base level. I hope he listens. He might not, but I'm going to write. And if you could write to him, I would be awfully grateful. Neil Mohan, YouTube CEO, San Francisco, that's USA. That should get to him. And for the personal attention of. And then if you can just mention that I've lost my channel 10 times and I've never done a thing wrong, and it's personal, and it's because of, let's call it gang warfare. You know, the Sussex squad are dirty fighters, and we all know that. And it says, if you've made it this far and nothing has worked, because I have appealed and appealed and appealed, it's time to accept the channel have gone. But there's one glimmer of hope. You can get somebody else to make a channel and you go on as a guest. That's not going to work for me at all because I can't keep my times with other people's. Or, you know, I need my own channel. But the other one that they suggested was to get the social media, people like you, to support me. And I hate asking. I don't like asking for anything from anybody. But I've got to the point where I can't do it on my own. I'm going to write to Neil Mohan. Maybe my letter will work. But I think 10 letters would work far better than one. And I know a lot of you have written. There's somebody called Minu V. I did a video the other night and it was 30 minutes long. It was a good video and I couldn't upload it anyway. X wouldn't take more than 10 minutes. YouTube, because YouTube, I can't upload more than 15 minutes because I need a phone number to verify. And when I put my phone number in, it said it had been used more than twice in a year. Even though the channels have now been banned, I still can't use my phone number and I haven't got another phone number. So that's that. So I'm limited to 15 minutes on YouTube. So I've opened a channel. This video is going to be private. It's like as if I feel terrible. I mean, it's should be here talking about Harry crying because his father's made friends with David Beckham and made him ambassador of what was the Prince's Trust, but is now the King's something. And David Beckham went around to see Charles with a pot of his organic homemade honey. Now, the thing is, Harry is bleating, "Oh, my father can see David Beckham, but he won't even see me with it." And he had a pot of Meghan's jam with him. Meghan's furious. She's the one that told Harry to stop talking to the Beckhams because she was of the impression that Victoria Beckham had spread secrets about Meghan Markle, as if Meghan Markle is that important. Of course, at this particular time, she was a little bit more important, but she still wasn't anywhere near the stratosphere that she thought she was in. And so she's told Harry to stop speaking to them because you can't trust them. And here's the royal family now, and sort of accepting David into their inner circle, David Beckham. And Harry must be really spitting nails, and I'm glad. Anyway, let me watch my time. I'm 6 minutes 15. Right, so I need your help. If I get a fair hearing from, let's say by chance it gets through the net and gets to Neil Mohan and he makes an investigation, I know that they will come back and say, "We apologise, we are now unbanning all your channels." Well, that's a bit much. I don't need 10 channels, but I'd like my original one back. That was the one that I had 48,000 subscribers and over 300 videos. If I had that one back, then I could slowly put the other ones onto the top of it, the later ones, and I could sort of get myself organised so that you could be organised. And then we could maybe stop you paying on Patreon and then monetize the YouTube channel. That's my plan. I don't know if it's going to come true, and I'm getting ever so down about it, because as you know, YouTube was my life. It was. I'm not ashamed to admit it, and I'm 68 now, and I don't think I'm ever going to take up gymnastics or jogging or anything like that, it's not, I can't. My hernia's under control. I'm not eating much at the moment, but it is a hernia, definitely a diaphragmagram hernia, which is where, and it makes sense because 2 years ago, maybe 3, I had a abdomen hernia, and they put some mesh in and sealed it down, and apparently it's very common for the hernia then to move upwards because it can't get out through the mesh, so it comes up, and now it's gone through the stomach and up into my diaphragm. That's where it is, and it's preventing my lungs, is sort of using some of my lung space and my tummy space. So in a good way, I'm not eating much, but my going to the toilet habits and my eating habits and everything has changed, and I have to take heartburn tablets with every single thing I eat. So it's a miserable, but I'm going to get it done because I know when I go to the doctor, they're going to take me straight in, and I don't want to go in until I've sorted out my YouTube channel. That's my plan anyway. And if you can help me, I'd be really, really, really grateful. And obviously, everything will turn out happy. And who knows, maybe the newspapers will get a hold of it because this is the most unfair thing. Well, apart from the Inland Revenue robbing me of my house and my living, my savings, everything. Apart from that, these are the two major things that have happened. I hate unfairness. I hate it when people shut the door on you, those with more power than you, and you can't do a damn thing about it, even though you're right. Have you ever been in that position where you know you're right, but you can't get past that person that says no? And I've been in that position twice in my life now that has mattered. The first time as a result of, I was homeless for 3 years, and this time, well, it's knocked my confidence for 6, and I feel as though I'm being treated like, it's like everyone else can go to the party and I'm outside staring through the window, and I feel a bit less than human because of that. But anyway, thank you for listening. I'll put this up onto YouTube. It'll be private, only those with a link can view. And I'll put the link up onto Patreon. And hopefully that'll keep me going until at least Neil Mohan gets my letter. And if you could, drop him a line. He doesn't look like an unapproachable bloke, does he? I just hope, born in 1973, I'm old enough to be his mother. Now, come on, Neil, lad. Have a look into the comings and goings, because even a CEO has got to know what's going on the shop floor. And there's somebody, and I know who it is, and I've said her name already. May have cost me my channel. Who knows? But I still stand by everything I say. Everything. I don't say anything unless I know is true. Anyway, thank you for listening. Oh, I got to go. It's time's up. See you later. Cheerio.